Hey, I'm Snen, and today I want to talk about my participation in the Bevy Game Jam. If you're not familiar with a game jam, it's basically a hackathon that spreads over however many days, in which every entrant tries to build a full game and submits that game as part of the competition. So the Bevy Game Jam, it started on December 2nd and it continues until December 11th. So that means at time of recording, there's basically 5, maybe 6 days until submissions close. And the theme of the jam this time around is that's a lot of entities. So you'll probably expect to see a lot of games that are in some way or another either simulating some colony or maybe spawning a lot of entities, something like a bullet hell. I'm not going to take either of those approaches really, but hopefully I will be able to still meet the theme in terms of just spawning and throwing a bunch of stuff at the scene. Before I get too much into details about my submission and the work that's ongoing with it, I do want to give a brief update about the previous work that I've talked about on this channel, because it's been a while actually since I've made a video. It's been over a month. Basically, I've just been traveling and had a few things going on, so it's been hard to make videos, but progress has continued on that front. Cricket Pong, which effectively serves as like a prototype for me to explore different networking solutions in Bevy. That's a big part of what that project is to me. So I've actually begun integrating the time warp library for rollback, Bevy time warp. I'll get into that in another video, probably when it's done, not necessarily anytime immediately soon. We'll see what happens there. And on Wild Chess, I've produced a few feature improvements. There's like a move history list now where you can scroll back through the moves made in the game. And there's also like you can castle and a couple of the little things like that. So work has continued on those fronts, but I don't want to talk about them today. I just wanted to mention that, stuff is going on there. This video, I really just want to introduce my jam idea, what I've done for it so far, what problems we're solving. I say we because there's a couple other people involved in the effort. And yeah, that's it. So let's get into it. So what am I building? Well, the game is built off of a phenomenon called the Cooper's Hill Cheese Rolling and Wake. This is a race that's held every year, sometime in the spring, I think. It's held in England, and basically there's this big steep hill, and people roll a wheel of cheese down it, and everyone chases the cheese. So if you've ever seen videos of this, all you'll see is like people completely falling over themselves, tumbling down a hill. It's basically who can roll down a hill the fastest. Very little control. It doesn't seem like people are very much in control as they go down this hill. I thought that was pretty funny, and I also thought it was kind of a good opportunity to do some curious stuff with a game engine, such as simulating some ragdolls, right? So my game, effectively, you are a wheel of cheese, and you're going to roll down this big hill, and there are going to be a whole bunch of ragdolls like flying past you, trying to grab you as you roll down the hill. And the game will be basically about dodging these people and trying to not fall on your side, to stay rolling down the hill with some stability for as far as you can go. We'll see about some of the details there, whether I make there be like a goal, or if it's like you rack up score or what. I also need to do a lot of work on the ragdolls, but you can see, I'm going to put up on screen right now that at least the basic framework is already implemented, which is great. I'm pretty happy about that. I have some cool procedural generation of the terrain going on. Actually, I'm building a mesh from scratch, and then Bevy XPBD has a async collider component that basically will take whatever mesh is attached to the object and then convert it into a collider. So you can see here now that as like the cheese moves forward on the z-axis, we're actually regenerating this collider on the fly. And it's pretty performant. Like even in this debug mode test, because we're not rendering that many triangles, it actually regenerates very quickly. So I'm very excited about that progress. And there's some like noise function that I want to work on more that helps build the like procedural terrain, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, I don't know. It's looking pretty good so far. It's fun to play with. There's obviously a lot of things I need to add and a lot of things I need to change, but the concept is there, and I have whatever 5 or 6 more days to shape up the actual gameplay. And that's it for today. I hope you find this compelling. If you have any thoughts about my submission for the jam, feel free to send them in the comments below. I'll happily incorporate any ideas that I can, and always open to suggestions. Yeah, I frankly I can't wait to see what this looks like at the end. I'm really excited to kind of shape up the gameplay and add in all the sort of flavorful nuances that are going to make it really pop. Which that's what I get to start working on now. So allow me to get to it. If you've watched this far, if you're following the channel already, thank you so much. If you're not, feel free to subscribe to the channel, put a like on the video. Hoping to put more of these out as we go along. So like I said, thank you so much, and catch you next time.